Hey, sorry about this. I'm still running slow. Well, this computer's running slow, so whatever. It'll be okay. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. There it is. Okay. Howdy. So, yeah, random bit of bullshit happened to me, and that's fine. It's just fucking typical because, of course, it is. And yeah, there's going to be a bit of depression talk, and I am really sorry about that, but you know, Blair, I missed my therapy session today. It was supposed to be yesterday, but it was rescheduled for today, and I couldn't go because I was here. Well, I was at dinner with my mother. So yeah, deal with it. But yeah, I was supposed to get some sleep last night. I was supposed to. I had planned for it, and I basically tried my best to be tired. Talk about sleep, and I immediately yawned. Sorry about that. And yeah, just before I went to bed, just before the time was announced, it was appropriate. It was the right bit of the day, bit of the night, even. I got hit by a massive wave of just like angry depression. Now, as you all may know, depression basically is complex, and it's so bullshit. It is so bullshit. It's incredibly simple that it is a chemical imbalance in your brain. It literally is just that. That's all it is. But this chemical imbalance could easily make you feel like shit and also make you hate everything and everyone, including yourself. And yeah, that's what happened to me. Basically, random bullshit. Just got hit with this massive waves, and as many people with depression may know, it comes in waves. And if you've basically got like clinical severe depression, it's like and a touch of bipolar disorder, then basically it's like it's brutal, man. It is brutal, man. Yeah. Last night I had finished writing up an email, and I was just like, you know, I, when you finish a task, you get that kind of like good feeling. I got that, immediately dropped that, and was like, I hate you so much. I hate the person I'm emailing. I'm hating everything. I want to punch you in the face. I'm done. you know, I'm so done. Instead of being like that cathartic kind of like, yay, thing finished, woo. I got the it's like, there you go, fuck you. Kind of like that feeling, but like times 1,000 or something. It just was there. And yeah, it didn't go away. It didn't go away, and I just was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to bed, and it will just everything will feel better compared to this. Hopefully, when I wake up, right? You know. So one of the things that like scientists think that sleep is supposed to do is kind of like correct the imbalances and stuff that's happening in your head. Um, and you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's a time when your body goes in and your brain goes kind of in for repair of like shit and stuff that you've done and all that stuff, and that's why you have dreams and stuff. Um, or something. But I didn't really have any dreams. I remember. I woke up and I felt a bit better, but I generally just still kind of shit. So I gave myself a day off. I'm just yeah. I gave myself a day off and also tried to begin a artwork project that basically I wanted to do for myself, and that didn't go well. PDD. PDD. I'm dyslexic as well, so basically, like acronyms sometimes don't stick. You know, it's like I'm probably gonna know the second that you write it down what that is, and I'm just like, but right now PDD is like I should know what that is, but no, don't know what that is. Sorry, at the moment, don't know what that is. Brain fart. It's late. Okay, give me a break. Yeah. So I've given myself a break today in between having to do mum stuff because like mum arrived and like had to make her lunch and stuff. Made her lunch and tea and all that stuff. Um, Persistent depressive disorder. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Persistent. You know, I know what chronic is. I know what like repetitive is. I know what like what's the other one? I do have a friend. Well, I do. My therapist herself, basically, she has acute chronic depression, and it's like no, not acute. She has mild chronic depression. There's acute chronic depression, which is like super bad. But she just feels a little bit shit about herself every day. It's like yeah, it's just I just assume that's how everybody felt. Everybody just feels a little bit crappy about themselves every day. You know, I do not believe like it's just really hard to picture somebody who basically feels uh, good, positive about themselves every day. You know, because even the most fantastic person in the world who basically like they're super duper like giving, they're caring, they want to improve their lives, they kind of like they love themselves and all of this shit, or like the most positive person in the world can I still think that they have that little bit, they're just a little bit every day where they're just like I kind of suck. But I'm really good at imagining shit. Like I can imagine almost anything, and essentially that's hard to think of a person that thinks that way. It's just no. Like oof. But yeah, so when she told me this, it was always kind of funny because it's like I we kind of tease each other, And one of the things that I teased her about was like whenever she basically like says something, just anything bad about herself ever. It's like, oh, I can't read my own writing. I was like, you're feeling bad about yourself. Is your quota met for today? Well, that's it. You can't feel bad about yourself anymore. You have terrible handwriting. That's it. You're not allowed to feel bad about yourself at all anymore. She's like, you're right. Okay, yeah. It's like, yeah. But yeah. So yeah, even now, I kind of like hate you. I hate everybody. I hate everything. I hate myself. Um, Even the cool things that I own, even items that I own that I really like, I kind of hate them. It's just that like I'm trying my best to not throw things across the room. Like I really, really, really hate this phone. I really do. I really, really hate it. I want it to die, but I can't because I need to use it, and I have to keep reminding myself about it. But yeah, I cannot control it. It is bad. I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. It's just super bummy because of the bipolar thing. I was feeling fantastic like just before this happened, just before this random wave of bullshit happened. Oh yeah, this tirade at the beginning of this tirade, I was meant to mention that yeah, if you've got depression or you know somebody who has depression, you will notice that it comes in waves, and I've used this analogy a lot. Um, and like because it never kind of goes away, but you do have kind of like peaks and troughs and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just like the peak of this wave just kind of like slammed into me. It was kind of like I was on a depression down. I was on a depression like not it's fine, everything's fine. And then the kind of like the wave front just is like this wall up. It's just gone, you know. Um, it was like that. It was like immediately kind of like semi kind of like bad thoughts happened, and like yeah. I'm not going to get into it too much, but that's what happened. I kind of like sent out an alert for everybody to please stay away from me for a little while. And then I wanted to do a live stream tonight because I'm stupid, because I'm fucking stupid. Um, but yeah, just a general like I'm on yellow alert. Just, I'm okay, but ugh, I don't know how long this is going to last, but whatever. Hey, Panafox. Okay, so today the main thing I want to talk about is the big question, and it's the big question of should I actually do, is it worth doing an Oktoberfest video this year? I want to do one. I'm interested in doing one. I have the weekend free to do one, even. I just need to know if I should actually do one. I'm going to have my own little mini Oktoberfest celebration anyway, because it's like the final weekend to do Oktoberfest. But it's just like, should I film that? Should I try to find the Lederhosen? Should I even bother? All of these questions, need to be answered before this weekend happens, which is going to be hard because I know Thursday and then Friday. I kept thinking it was like Thursday today, and it is going to be Thursday soon. That doesn't help. I hate that. On this super funky computer, when I hover over the date, it doesn't tell me the day. On the shit one, sorry, the not so good one, you're okay, calm down, computer. The slower one with the smaller screen and the slower processor and all that stuff. If I hover over the time and date, it tells me what day it is. Why? You have the same operating system. Why are you both different like this? Ugh. It looks way cooler there, but it's just that when I hover over it, it's the exact same information that's already showing me. You know? That's so dumb. So yeah, it's still Wednesday for me in the UK. But it will be Thursday, so I need to know like soon. And hopefully by the end of this video, this live stream, I will find out. Should I do an Oktoberfest video? Yes or no? And if I am going to do an Oktoberfest video, does anybody know exactly what they would like to see for the Oktoberfest video? I still haven't recorded the LiveTUBBSstorm video yet because I really wanted to, and I was very close to, but every time that I have the opportunity to, it's raining. Only then, in the day, it's only raining when I'm outside. Today, it's not raining now, but like when I was going from the house to my office, it rained. When I was out at dinner with my mum, it rained. You know, it's like, yeah. I bet it's Ethel, you know, one of the fates. I bet it's Ethel. She loves fucking with the weather. She's the one that loves fucking with the weather whenever I'm outside. I've pissed off the fates at some point in my life, or in a previous life. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But at some point, I pissed off the fates, and that's why they love giving me bad luck. So, yeah. It's Ethel. It's definitely fucking Ethel. Oh. Seriously, what did I do? You know? Can we just record the mini celebration? I mean, yeah, I guess. Just the beer part, not the sausages, not the worst. You can't get them in the UK. I have no idea why this is a thing, but in the States, you have giant pretzels, like absolutely huge pretzels. We've got the little bar food versions, you know, the little kind of like, you know, mixed bar food stuff versions, but we don't have the giant pretzels. I don't know why this is not a thing in the UK. It's weirdly dumb. But I kind of wish that I could get some pretzels. We got everything here. What? I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? See what I mean? Just the random angry depression. I just want to, you know, grab you by the shoulders or the neck and shake you. Like, be more clear. Oh. I'm sorry, but I come with a warning at the moment. I'm sorry. It's so dumb. Do I have it on my phone? Well, yeah, I posted it, didn't I? It's very Star Trek. It's very, very Star Trek. Clarification would be awesome, Panafox. Please, please, please. Just a little bit more information, please. So I'll read your username. The guy, AA. I read your username, and all I can think of is the real reason why they didn't have Admiral Akbar do the Holdor maneuver. Hold'em maneuver. Does anybody remember the new Star Star Wars movies? In the second new one, where basically they do the really cool thing where they have a ship go ram into another ship at hyper speed. They have them enter hyperspace at the moment of impact with another ship, which causes a massive explosion. But they basically they promoted this one character that we've never seen before instead of Admiral Akbar, the fish guy. Do you remember why they didn't have the fish guy do it, and why he was, and sorry, spoilers, why he was kicked out of the ship before he could do it? Does anybody remember this? Does anybody remember why? This is the reason why he didn't do it. Instead, we got a random purple haired lady doing it. Does anybody know why? It's really funny once you think about it. Yeah, Panafox, could you clarify what you meant by "we got everything here" and that you want to recall the mini celebration? Because even with the mini celebration, choices have to be made. Choices have to be made. That is scary. No, you don't want to clarify it, or know that you don't remember this scene, or know that you don't remember why they couldn't have Akbar, the fish guy, doing the Holdor maneuver, which broke Star Wars, by the way. It broke Star Wars. That has broken Star Wars for me. It's bad. It's sad. It's not cool. Oof. I was like, wow, that looks so awesome. Why didn't lots of people already do this? Why don't we have like hyperspace mega weapons that could just do this? The Death Star would have been nothing. It would have been gone like a long time. You know? But anyway, ignoring the law breaking implications of this really cool effect. They couldn't have Akbar do this because they didn't want somebody yelling Admiral Akbar really quickly before committing suicide by ramming his ship into a giant tower of a ship. That's the reason why Admiral Akbar was killed before he could do this. It's a sick, kind of like funny fact that's terrible. They couldn't have somebody yelling Admiral Akbar before they rammed their ship into another ship, blowing it up. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. This whole other character was meant to survive, but then they were like, we can make her really awesome instead of trying to save herself by setting the ship to do this this thing by itself. You know? I always thought that was dumb as well. It's like, we've blinded their senses so they can't see all of the escape pod ships leaving our ship. You know, it's like they have windows. You know that, right? They can totally see you doing this. You're not putting your ship in the way of your escape pods. You know? It's just that the whole movie is dumb. All of the new Star Wars is dumb. You know, it's just crazy and stupid, and you can tell that basically they were just like rewriting themselves out of corners left and right, and it was just oh. Oh, I mean, I didn't like original Star Wars to begin with. I thought that was okay. You know, I thought the prequel series was okay. Again, you know, the TV series is the animated TV series is you know the Clone Wars and the Rebels and like even to some degree the even to some degree the what's it called, the Bad Batch, that's it. Like I thought those were good. I thought those were good, not great, not the best thing ever, but good. I actually kind of want to rewatch like one of them at some point in the near future. You know, the Mandalorian's okay. That's mainly because I like the fact that they kind of introduced like my favorite Star X-wing pilot in there. um, but yeah, I really hate this heart thing that's in the way of my like. I can't read stuff because the heart is in the way. So the new Star Wars got new bots. That's something at least. I kind of don't care about the bots. I mean, yeah, Alan Tudyk as a robot. I can't remember his designation. I thought that was cool. I like that one. Yeah. Also, that movie is just like that movie, Rogue One. That's it. Is also so dumb. Spoiler alert. They basically had like a backup plan. They had a plan. They had a plan in place to basically save everybody. Everybody gets saved. Like they were going to shoot this. They shot some of it even. And if you want to know what that plan was, and you know to save everybody, if you want to know what that plan was, you should watch how it should have ended. They basically sum it up because like they sum up exactly what like was the original story of like how everybody survived. And it was like, yeah, why didn't they just do that? And you can't just say it's because oh well we can't just save all of these people because they I mean they all have to die now because they're not in the new movies or they're not in the original movies or whatever. And it's like it's it spans a galaxy. Like the story you're telling spans a whole galaxy. They could have totally been existing somewhere else. You know? It's like, right, we did that mission for the rebellion. I'm just gonna go and chill. But yeah, your explanation of like they got new bots at least. It's like I kind of don't watch it. I like the bots. I do like the bots. Solo was a disaster. That one was terrible. 1337, I think it was. I don't know. It's just like I'm kind of bummed about that because it was like username. Like that was part of my username. Like if I was playing a video game or something when I was like a teenager, if I was playing a video game or like was just signing up to a new website or something, and my username was taken, I would basically just add that to the beginning or end of my username that I wanted, and I basically would, yeah. So it's like, stop it. Identity stolen, and like a lot of people's identity because that was popular, but whatever. Anyway, robots, yes. Like R2D2 is my favorite character, so that makes sense. Yeah. Again, it's tied. There's my favorite character. There's then my like the hottest character, sweetest, you know, slash cuddliest character. You know, it's the X-wing pilot. You know who I'm talking about. That guy. I really like that. There's the most awesome character that I, you know, there's the my favorite robot. So I just noticed that my signal went down a lot. Are we going to get another thunderstorm? That would be awesome and also sad at the same time because I'm streaming. So yeah, my favorite like humanoid character has got to be the armorer, the Mandalorian armorer. She is awesome. I love her. I was really bummed because they kept like insinuating, and somebody did like put forth a really good case as to why she is the bad guy. She's the secret bad guy in the next season or whatever. And it's like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I like it too much. Please don't do that. I love her so much. I really do. She's like a super badass. She's super badass and cute. I really do. I really do think she's awesome. I want, you know, I super respect her. Like super duper respect her. I like her. Yeah, who plays that woman? Who plays that woman? I'm just super, I'm super curious as to why, what she actually looks like. Like I've heard her voice, but yeah. Emily Swallow. Full-son Hyung Lee is okay. Yeah. The armor and Emily Swallow. Oh, that's. Oh, please don't let that be spoilers. Jesus, that would suck. Yeah, cool. Why is she my favorite? She builds weapons, dude. She builds weapons and armor. You know. I mean, she's like a super badass. She melted a stormtrooper guy in the furnace. You know, in her on her forge thing. she physically lifted him up and kind of just melted him in the smelter. You heard a ah, and he was gone. Like, she was surrounded by like a small group of. Was it a small group or was it a large group? I can't remember now. A group of stormtroopers, and she murdered them all. Like, it's a badass, awesome, cool. I like her. You know, I like her just for that. But also, she makes weapons, and she basically like she seems to have this kind of like just really cool mysteriousness about her. You know. Somebody has like suggested that she's somebody from one of the other characters past, you know, somebody from Thingy's past. Oh, you know, the one played by Battlestar Galactica lady, the one with the hairband with the red lights on it, which doesn't make sense. I want to know, you know, these accessories that they have in Star Wars. You know, you have somebody with like blinky lights on a wristband or something, and it's later revealed to be like a communicator and all that stuff. I want to know the reason for this headband thing, you know. But anyway, it's like it's supposed to be somebody from her past or something, and it's like the reasons given are actually really good. Like I said, there's good arguments for why that is. There's also good arguments, and I really don't want it to be true, that she's like the bad guy. She's like a spy or something. And it's like, oh, and I don't want that to be true. But after hearing that kind of like mystery, you know, that theory, I'm like, oh, it could totally work out that way. It could totally work out that way. I really don't want it to be true though, because like I feel like she is a genuinely good person, you know. So it's like that would be uncool if that's the case. So yeah. I don't like. In general, I kind of don't want to like the Mandalorian at all, because it's just like I said, I don't like Grogu. I don't like Baby Yoda. I think that's a stupid. It's just like that's such an obvious gimmick. And also, I hate that the main reason why I hate him, like in particular, is because a species could not. You can't have 50 years as being a baby. You can't have that. Physically, you might be able to do that. Physically, you might actually be able to get away with, like, oh, for 50 years, they look like this. I will give you that. But to have the attitude, to have the kind of like the vocal skills and all that stuff of a 2-year-old for 50 years is actually impossible. I don't care what species you are. It's actually impossible. You would learn how to talk by then. You just by existing, because you know, fucking children do that of most species in the Star Wars universe. You know, even then he would find like a translator or something. He would find a way to communicate as an adult, as a 50-year-old. You know, yeah. So I just don't like that character. That's the main reason why I don't like the Mandalorian. I know this is mostly rant, but you know, the Oktoberfest video is like it's kind of like it's very very easy to kind of like put together. And now that I know that there is some kind of demand for it, I'm kind of like I'm gonna do something. I'll figure it out. We might even have a little party or something. I don't know. It'll probably be during the day though. So sorry, American friends. Sorry, American friends. Um, did you hear that? My tummy just went, oh. Drunk after party? Dude, it's beer. I can't really get drunk on beer. I can get tipsy if I drink like a lot of beer, but you know, that would have to be like a mini keg's worth. Like a mini keg's worth of beer. Hungry? No. I had a big dinner. We went out to this really nice restaurant. This really nice kind of like carvery and grill. It didn't say anything about being a restaurant, but it was. It's basically this fancy pants. So something's on my roof. It might be an owl. Just trying to think of birds that fly at night. Anyway, yeah. But they had like really big portions, and that was nice. I had lasagna, and it was like a huge lasagna. It came with garlic bread and fries, or chips in the UK. And I also had like a prawn cocktail to start with, and a slice of cheesecake. And like I said, prawn cocktail was huge, and the lasagna meal itself was huge, and it was like, yeah, very very happy tummy, like a couple hours ago. um, but now I've got to wait for that to go down before I can go to bed, which will be soonish. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the Oktoberfest video is like that's gonna happen. I could sort this. I could sort out the details either on Saturday or Sunday with you guys. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might just take another break. You know, I might just take it easy. Um, and then after I film that video, then I'll probably then start with all of the editing, because all of the editing has to be done for all of the videos that I've recorded. Plus the Papa Tubbs video, which I haven't recorded yet, which I will record hopefully this weekend. There it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's why I don't like The Mandalorian. I kind of like I literally only watched The Mandalorian for like 2 reasons. You know, my favorite character, and also my favorite cuter character, which does seem to be appearing more. So yeah. Also, they kind of like did a they did kind of like, if you've watched Rebels, which I actually liked Rebels. I liked the TV series Rebels. If you watch that, then there's like a huge deal that happens at the end of the latest season of the Mandalorian, or the mid latest season, whatever, where they basically reveal a character that exists for the first time in live action, and it's like, oh my god, that actually he's totally how I expected him to look. You know, they did that really nicely. You know, and you know, he happens to be with my Korean cuddly teddy bear. So yeah. I gotta watch Kim's Convenience again. It's just that I feel like whenever I watch Kim's Convenience, or try to start watching Kim's Convenience, I feel myself getting annoyed and a bit bored with certain storylines. It's not like something I can just rewatch after a couple of months have gone by. But I really want to watch Kim's Convenience again. But it's just that I don't want that bored feeling to kind of infect the rest of it. It's a little bit like it's a little bit like Scrubs or Cougar Town or like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like I like all of these shows almost equally, and I can pretty much like start from scratch watching them from the beginning to end. Just in the background. Or Modern Family. Modern Family is also one of those. But yeah, Kim's Convenience. It's just like there's something about it. There's something about it that is like, this is a stupid This is a stupid side story. I don't care about this so much. Maybe if it was only the bits with just the dad, I could definitely watch all of those forever. Yeah. Especially the first season when he was a bit tubbier, but yeah, it's still so weird. It's still so weird seeing him on like other Star Wars stuff, and it being kind of like with the complete American accent. It completely shielded him from me, because I was like, I know this guy. He's cute. I know him. Why do I know him? What's going on here? Something is up. I know this guy. Somebody help. I I don't know who he is, but I do know him. Why do I know him? It was driving me insane. And if you've watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Ben is Glory. It's the same guy. um, it's he kind of looks like the Kim Convenience dude, but it can't be him. Can it not? But yeah, you never watched what? What did you never watch? I'm gonna head off soon, like real soon. I have to pee. And it's not raining, so I can actually go in the house and get my gun, because I left my gun in the house because I wanted to show my mum and my mum's fiance the assault rifle, the bug assault thing. Um, but yeah, of course, when I sit in my office and I leave the gun in the house because I don't want to take it through the rain into my office. Giant mosquito just flies right past my face, and I'm like, oh, so much less satisfying, you know. But yeah, is mum still there? She is staying in a hotel, like over there somewhere, that way. She's here for like for a week because she's basically visiting me, and also the like some old friends of hers. So yeah, really bugging me because she basically forgets. She said something really dumb, and it's just like, is this just because she's old? This must be just because she's old. But yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, I've never been to Scotland." It's like you're from there. mm. You can't call her out on this shit, by the way, because like she'll go super nuts. Because I did call her out on this shit, and she basically like which she later apologized for, but she went berserk on us in a restaurant in Cornwall where she lived when me and Damon were visiting once, and it was like, I guess we're leaving. Excuse me. So yeah, it's just like, are you doing this on purpose? But yeah, she doesn't clarify her stuff either. Panda Fox. Anyway, I'm glad I got some stuff out, some information out. I'm glad I got like a good, good. Well, a fair enough, answer to the question of if I should even make a like Oktoberfest video. Gonna miss Star Trek for a week. Okay, it's not like we've been watching it recently. But okay. Yeah, so that's something. Yeah. Plenty to keep me busy. Awesome. I'm gonna go pee. Right. I don't know when I'll be doing another live stream. I might do another one like either on Friday night, or like Saturday night. I don't know, to like really nail down the details if we are in fact having details for the Oktoberfest video. But yeah, and I'll keep you updated on my mental state on Discord. But it's just it's a bit up and in the air right now. Belly wubs and stretch and two and belly salute. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow or the next day. So just lots of repeating. To be sure. Maybe it's a shirt. It's bringing out my extra Irishness. Don't know if anybody notices that, but like that's an Irish thing. Sure. To be sure. It's like it's a thing. No one cares. Toodles.